What's up, my friends? How are you doing? It is Friday night, and we are here for some early access Edge of Eternities action and some smack talking and generalized good times. So, I hope you are prepared to enjoy yourself. Emphasize that with a little sip of cream soda. Okay. Okay, the microphone is working. I didn't even check that. That's the first thing I need to check. Microphone's working. You guys can hear me. So, let me grab the live stream link. I shall share that in the Discord, and we shall proceed from that point forwards. We're not going back in time this time, guys. All right? So, today we only progress forwards. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And swap that up so we can see the chat properly. Perfection. It's hello time. What up? Gossett, Eng, Kenzuki, Shelton, Millmaster, Gianna, Juglum. Who else is in here? Pats, Botanic, DJ Longhair, Teferi, Huckleberry, True, Ziria, Zircon, Everyday. I think that's everybody. Hello to all of my friends. I hope life has been treating you well. All right, because life can sometimes be a bit of a bitch. Oh, hey, Shelton Super Chat says there was a Magic the Gathering reference in New Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt this week. It was quite humorous. That's the one that Juglum brought up, I think, like a while ago. I think I might have seen it in passing. It is on the list of different animes to check out. So I don't know if it's been seen and rejected, seen and accepted, or neither. What up, Oda? How you doing? Okay, there we go. Shelton, you are Lord of the Board, and it is a wheel night, so we're going spinning. Let's move that guy over there. That was dumb. I meant that corner. He just got in the way of my spinning arm, bro. I got to keep that spinning arm strong. Let's go. Hey. Oh, Edge of Eternities. Well, get all your edging jokes out, boys. Get all your edging jokes out, boys. Cause it's time. It is time for some Edge of Eternities. We're gonna crack a booster pack. Finn, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Ding dong, ding dong to you too, bro. Oh, Finn, I see what you're saying. Ding dong all day. Oh, my little watch did go off. Took that. Oh man, stop sliding. It's getting wild over here. Okay. All right, Finn, I will update the board and spin for you in a moment here. Let's just get everything proper. Actually, I can just update that now. Why get distracted? Okay, hold on. 1 second. Uno momento, my friends. This will be... Oh, there we go. Zoom, zoom. Boom, boom. Okay. What does it say? I said, just sent my mentee out on a date. He needs some words of wisdom from the master. The girl's a farm girl and our best friend's sister. What should he do? If it's a farm girl, just bring her a potato. You just hand her an unwashed potato. Give her a wink. I heard you like it dirty. You ready to go out in them tater fields? You ready for me to plant my potato? I'm ready to plant my potato in your field. Okay. All right. Oh. Oh. What's up, girl? You've heard of a plow horse, but have you ever been plowed by somebody hung like a horse? Oh. Hey, what up, Mox man? How you doing, buddy? How's life treating you, my friend? Hold on. Let's update the board for Finn here. And we'll do the spin too, because who knows? Maybe it's gonna be two boosters. Maybe it's gonna be another booster. Let's go. Let's go. Elvitar says even better, give her a potato and don't say anything. Give her a mischievous look. Yes, for my advice, okay? And my advice is to use the voice, because the voice works. It's worked for me. It's worked quite well for me. Finn, let's go. Oh, Finn, you fucking liar. You don't have a mentee that you're trying to help. You got a fucking manatee down in fucking Marine Land that you're pretending is listening to you. That manatee's going on a date. No, it isn't, you mentally ill fuckstick. Get out of the water park. No, I gotta tell my mentee how to get stuff. Stop throwing potatoes at the manatees, you fucking weirdo. Finn, knock it off, you degenerate. Stop it. Stay out of the water park. Stop lying to me about fucking mentees when you mean manatees you're feeding Mentos to. He got kicked out of the water park. He got kicked out of the water park because he was trying to feed Mentos and Coca-Cola to the manatees. I'm trying to help him have babies. Get this man out of here. And while you're at it, sterilize him so he can't have children. Fuck you, Finn, you clownish goon. Elvitar, you're sorry? Good. Good. You should be. That's the right attitude. What up, Alan? Doomblade, your eyes hurt. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. Here's my advice to you. No, I can't even say that. You got to spin. You know what? You want my advice? Spin insult on the wheel. I got the perfect advice for you. Finn says, it hurts to laugh. That was great. Hell yeah, buddy. Oh, Bull Falcon, gifting 10 memberships. Flying in with the fattest of dongs. Oh, you gave one to Jess. Jess is going to get the notification and he's going to freak out and be like, wait, there was a stream going on that I missed? No. Okay, so I still owe the pack opening to Shelton. I know it's disorganized, but guess what? There's nobody you can fucking complain to. There's nobody to issue complaints to, so whatever. Anyways, you know what, Bull Falcon? I'm going crazy today. You're getting a spin too. Let's go. Let's go. Ah! Bull Falcon, you fucking ugly twink. Bull Falcon works at a grocery store. You know why? So he can feel the fucking coconuts and melons and shit, because that's the closest he's ever gonna come to a fucking lady. You know what I'm saying? He takes the fucking fruits home and he puts them up under his shirt and pretends he's fucking Jessica Rabbit and makes out with himself in the mirror. That's some fucking weird ass shit. I don't even want to tell you what he does with the asparagus. Spoiler, he freezes it and jams it up his ass covered in cayenne pepper. See, you know how people who want to get with kids go and become teachers? People who want to get with vegetables go and work at the grocery store. So you better watch out for them kumquats around old Bull Falcon, because they were just quats before he got there. Fuck you, Bull Falcon. Oh. That was great. Okay. That was good. Fuck you, Bo. Okay, let's open the pack. Let us open the pack. The box is right in front of me. I'm like, where'd it go, bro? Where did it go? Oh, Zircon Super Chat says, can we get 3 in a row? Oh, let's find out. Let's find out if we get 3 insults in a row in a moment. Alan Super Chat says, just do it. Nike this shit. Alan, just to let you know, Super Chats of 10 and up are to spin the wheel. So if you're trying to spin the wheel, you got to slap another 5 on that and do a compound, bro. Them's the rules. Otherwise, thanks for the Super Chat, son. All right. Guys, did you realize that we're about to start getting spoilers for Spider-Man and Avatar in the next week before we even get to the pre-release? That's pretty much what's happening, as far as I understand. Okay. So we got some fresh boosters here, and what we're gonna do is, I'm not obviously super into sci-fi. It's not something I want to see in Magic the Gathering. But I'm not going to sit here and complain that every single card is, this isn't Magic the Gathering fantasy that I'm used to, right? Like, I'm sure there'll be some where I'm like, this stands out, but I'm going to try and appreciate some of the stuff just for what it is, you know, so we can have a good time with it. All right? Hey, Alan Super Chat. It's just fine, period. And you know what, buddy? That fine with the dot. Like, what are you, my wife? What are you, my wife? I need that kind of attitude from you, bro? I don't think so. Not when we're edging towards Eternities. Who else is sick of that edging joke? Huh? Hands up. Hands up if you're already super tired of it and glad we're moving on. Zeri, endless spoilers. They never stop. So, the insert here, let's go ahead and take a look at the insert. This insert looks like it had some more effort put into it. You know? It's so... I should probably put it on the screen so you can see it better. It looks like it's got more effort, do you know? But look, they've got like the different factions. I'm not going to pretend like I care that much about the factions of Edge of Eternities, but, you know, at least it's got some stuff going on. All right. Jess, you finally got here. What the hell, man? Why weren't you here at the beginning? It took Bo giving you a membership to get here. I thought you were a fan. I thought you were a fan and enjoyed what was going on here. Before, you're like, oh, I can't be a single day away from this. And now, where were you? All getting high off your crypto money? Anyways, let's do some edgity magoo, all right? And then we got to spin for Zircon and Alan. Alan, what looks like straight up BS? Okay, so I haven't seen like a lot of the cards from this in terms of the commons and uncommons, so I'm not going to rip through this just to the rares. We're going to actually take a stroll through this stuff, all right? A green and 2 for a 3/3 Sky Stinger. It's got reach, and whenever it blocks a creature with flying, gets +5/+0 to end a turn. It blocks a flyer, it's an 8/3. All right. That's obviously some limited whatever. Cavaron Turbo Drone. Oof. Okay. Well, 1 red and 2, 2/3. Tap it. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and haste to end a turn at sorcery speed. Weep. Alan, it's the edging BS. Okay, fair enough. DJ Longhair, you heard your name. Yeah, I said it at the beginning of the stream. And don't think I didn't get your fucking hate mail, bro. Don't think that I didn't. Did you guys know that DJ Longhair sent me hate mail just because I insulted him like 50 times on his stream? I don't think that's acceptable. Anyways, Gravpack Monoist, a black and 2, 2/1 flyer. When it dies, create a tap 2/2 robot. Okay. Weft Blade Enhancer. You can enhance my Weft Blade Crab Claw Enhancer. 1 white and 5, 3/4. When it enters, put a +1/+1 on up to 2 creatures, and it warps for a white and 2. Cryo Shatter. A blue enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -5/-0. When enchanted creature becomes tapped or is dealt damage, destroy it. All right. I mean, I like that. I like the idea of like freezing things solid, and then when they get hit, they just go spichow, right? So, there is that. Long hair, bro, I have it right here. I haven't opened it yet. I always open this stuff on streams. You were this, like, I forgot that Edge of Eternities was coming out. Do you know what tonight's stream was going to be? Tonight's stream was going to be, I got hate mail from another YouTuber. And it was going to go, the joke, you know what? I'm actually going to hop onto the main screen for this because this was funny and it deserves to be explained properly. So the joke was going to go like this. I was going to go, yo, I got unprovoked hate mail from another YouTuber, and I don't even know why. And I'm like, well, there might be this one thing. And then I'll just play a clip of me talking smack once, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe there was like 2 things. And then I'll play that. And then there's a clip of like 30 more things where I'm just trashing them, right? And then I go, so maybe, you know, that's why. And then I was just going to rip on you. I was going to say so many fucking insulting things. You know what I mean? Like donkey junk liquor and shit. I had a lot of fun stuff lined up for this. And then afterwards, once we opened it and everybody saw that it wasn't hate mail, they'd be like, this guy just fucking ragged on him. Like, he ragged on him for a good 20 minutes in this fucking stream after showing him being insulted 30 times. And it wasn't fucking hate mail? Like, that's funny, right? That's funny. That's what I was going to do. Just so you know. I had this letter. I told Carly the plan. That I recorded that stream to fucking cut it up. And then I stopped by the game store because I was out today. And he's like, wait, where are you going? When I went to leave. And I'm like, what? And he's like, I've got Edge for you. And I'm like, oh shit. So like, I was just like, oh, we're doing Edge tonight. All right, let's flip it back downwards. That's what I said to your mama last night. Okay. So yeah, the idea of freezing somebody and shattering them like Demolition Man style, get booted in the head, chump, you know? Hey, what up, Mike? How's it going? Ryan, how you doing, bro? We got a Nanoform Sentinel, blue and 2, 3/2. Whenever it becomes tapped, untap another target permanent. Oh, that's okay. It only triggers once a turn, so you can't go crazy combo with it, but that's not too bad. Gabriel, what do I think of the Edge of Eternity story? Full truth, bro? Haven't checked it out. Not really into sci-fi, and I started with the first installment of the story, but they had it as a choose your own adventure, sort of like, oh, you went the wrong way and all this kind of stuff. And I went, I'm not interested in digging through chunks of a story that I'm not interested in the first place. So I've heard that it's competently written. I've heard that it is like a novella essentially chopped into pieces. And I've heard that they got a talented voice actor to read the story. So I didn't need to read it for Fantasy Geographic because I felt like, what's the point? What's the point of making Fantasy Geographic videos on something if Wizards is literally going full length, having a proper story, and have somebody properly audio acting out the book? Like, what the fuck do you need me for, right? So I haven't checked the story out, but I've heard that it's solid for a Magic story. Ziria, the first story really put me off. Yeah, it really put you off. I feel you. Doomblade, did I fix the video? No, but I saw what you were talking about. And noted it. When it comes to stuff like that, it's such a small thing that I just was like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Going back and tinkering with stuff like that, it's not worth it in the long run, honestly. It's not worth it. Pinnacle Kill Ship. 7 cost, 7/7. When it enters, it deals 10 damage to one target creature. And it's a 7-station flyer. Okay. All right. Jess, I love science fiction. It's all I watch lately. Listen. I like high fantasy more than science fiction. The problem with this being in Magic is the fact that Magic is like high fantasy, not science fiction. And some goobers will come along and be like, actually, like Yawgmoth and all that stuff back then was just like this. No, it wasn't. You don't know what you're talking about. Those were constructs, not mechs. And if you can't understand the difference, that's fine. But there absolutely is a difference, and you will never get it. If your argument is, well, actually, things like this have always existed in Magic, and this is just normal, you're so far afield, I can't even converse with you on it. It's like, cool. If that's what you believe, awesome. You're 100% wrong, and I'm not going to waste my time on it. That's what that turns into. Hey, Nathan! Nathan's membership says, evening perp, feels like I must have missed a 60K party. Well, thanks for the fat super chat. And you know what, buddy? Let me put you up on the board. I got great news for you. We actually haven't done the 60K subscriber celebration yet, which means you get to, I'll keep that, and you get to do another one of those after or during that 60K, because this one doesn't count. The bank will count it, but I don't count it for the purposes of... By the way, Fiona Var Tapestry is incredible. The Fiona Var Tapestry is so fucking good that I can't believe I didn't know about it. Like, I'm reading it and going, this is fucking incredible. Like, for real, man, for real. This is genuinely incredible. You see how much I have left of the book? I've left this for almost 2 weeks now because I don't want it to end. I don't want to finish reading it. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. Anyways, we got a backlog of spins. You are number 3. So we got to do Zircon, Alan, and then you. All right? That's how it's going. No clue why the station thing is an instant speed, because it'd be way too broken, dude. You could leave your creatures up for defense. I'm not going to attack you this turn. I'm going to leave all my creatures untapped. At the end of your turn, station at essentially no cost, right? That's the deal. All right, we got a Biomechan Engineer, a blue and a green for a 2/2. When it enters, make a lander token. 8, draw 2 cards and create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature. This is never going to matter in like actual standard or anything, but in limited, this is going to be fucking bonkers. Like a 2/2 that speeds up your lands, and also, once you get to 8 lands, draw 2 cards and make a creature? That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, when you're sitting there trying to make it through a limited event. If you don't play drafts and stuff and you don't know, like, this is bonkers. This is going to be crazy. Unless, I guess, asterisk. If the format's too fast for this somehow, and this guy isn't relevant enough because you never get to 8, fair enough. But, bro, this format is a bunch of lander tokens and shit, and this is a green card. It's easy to ramp in green. Oh, Nathan! Nathan with the fat dong saying, I can do another one now. It also doesn't count for anything. Damn, somebody's flexing tonight. Thanks, big boy. I guess you got 2 spins coming. Systems Override. A red and 2 sorcery. Gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn. Untap that permanent. It gains haste until end of turn. If it's a spacecraft, put 10 charge counters on it. If you do, remove 10 charge counters from it at the beginning of the next end step. So weird. Such a weird card. But I guess it makes sense from a flavor standpoint where the 10 charges are essentially like putting the spacecraft into full ready to go mode. And so you're overriding its stuff. You're overriding its stuff. Void Forge Titan. What a great name. A black and 4, 5/4. The beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped, you draw a card and lose a life. Ooh. I mean, it's 5 mana. So this is another one that's probably not going to make any big impact anywhere. Maybe in some weird deck. I don't know. But it's definitely exciting and limited. That's true. You know what? You're right. You can play Systems Override on your own spacecraft if you want to. That's true. Oh, this is cool. Lash Whip Predator. 2 green and 4, 5/7. Cost 2 less to cast if your opponent control. If your opponents control 3 or more creatures. Wait a minute. Does that mean all of your opponents have to have 3 or more creatures? That's interesting. Do they normally do that for commander restrictions? I mean, this feels like it should be worded. This spell costs 2 less to cast if an opponent controls. So this must require. I mean, otherwise in a commander deck, it'd be it's only a 5/7 though. I don't know. I like the concept though. He's a plant beast, and the flavor text says, "Oh, look at the size of those petals. That one's eaten well this season." That's a fun. That's fun. You know what I mean? That's like a little tour guide going, "Hey, check it out." I do like that. That is cool. Oh, yeah, you know what? Maybe when it's saying opponents, it counts the, number, as long as your opponents all together have 3 creatures. Not each of them needing 3 creatures. Maybe this just says, as long as all your opponents have at least 3 creatures in total, all across all of them, then you get the discount. That could absolutely be what's going on with this one. Oh, we got Alpha Roll, Stone Chosen. Yo, this is one of the good mythics from the set. This is one of the bigger cards. I'm happy when we get those because this stuff belongs to the store owner and I don't want him to get hosed. Since he's nice enough to let me open this stuff, I always want the boxes to be awesome, right? All right, Alpha Rel, Stone Chosen. 2 black and 3, 3/3. Ward, discard a card at random. That is one of the most brutal wards I've ever seen. Pitching a card is already huge to ward, but at random? Bro, yeah, obviously if you have 1 card or don't care about the cards in your hand, sure, no big deal. But if you have stuff you want to keep, bam, the ward can just eat it. That's brutal. Whenever he attacks, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell is warped this turn, defending player loses afterlife. Oh, you had what? He doesn't have to connect. He just has to attack. Oh my God. That's so dumb. That's so stupid. All things end. I'd rather embrace that truth than the fantasy of eternal light. All right. I mean, when you look at this could just be probably a normal magic card, right? You just have a wizard who's creating a sphere of magic around them. I guess holding the... Oh, that's right. There's this crazy stone, insane, powerful stone in the set, too. I guess he's literally holding it, right? That's cool. Then we got a foil Zookeeper Mechan, a red and 1, 1/3, tap for a red. Or 1 red and 6, target creature you control gets +4/+0 to end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery. Looks like there's a bunch of cards that are just like pump cranks for limited. And then we got a sweep. All right, not too shabby. Oh yeah, and here's a lander token. That does not look like Magic the Gathering at all, bro. A space age oil rig drill thing? No, it does not. Hey, Doomblade Super Chat says, personally, Magic feels like He-Man back in the day. It had magic, space, and barbarian stuff, so it's just a kitchen sink effect, and I'm all about it if it still had some identity of the original concept. Yeah, Magic has really lost its identity, and now it's a whole bunch of stuff being cranked in. I was down at the game store today, and when I told people, I'm like, it's Spider-Man followed up by Avatar. I'm like, no, there's got to be other stuff coming. I'm like, it's Spider-Man followed up by Avatar. That's how the sets are going. I'm like, and I was like, yo, also, the welcome decks will be Spider-Man. And multiple people went, oh, and one guy went, good. And it was just like, okay, you think it's good? Good for you. Cool. You think that it's good they're going to introduce people to Magic with Spider-Man, I guess? I'm not sure if you're just trying to be contrary, but your opinion is not held by the majority of people here. Let me tell you that. It's a weird time in Magic, boys. It's a weird time in Magic. So, I mean, Spider-Man's going to be the weirdest. Avatar at least has magic, right? Spider-Man only has magic if Spider-Man fights against, I don't know, Greg the Magician. Oh, didn't you know he's got bunnies that are full of HIV and they bite you or whatever? And then he chases you around and won't let you go get treatment. Oh, he's a magician? Yeah, they're magic bunnies. Okay. All right, let's do the backlog. Let us do our backlog of spinning, shall we? So, what was the order again? There's 2 for Nathan. It goes Zircon, Alan, Nathan. We're still waiting to find out, and then Doomblade. We're still waiting to find out if it's going to be 3 insults in a row. Let's go. Doomblade, Avatar, is it magic? Who cares? It fucking feels like magic. You're lifting stones up and flipping them around with what feels like magic. I don't give a shit. It's chakra, not magic. Well, what's chakra then, dickhead? Magical energy from inside you? It's close enough. Whatever. It sure as fuck looks like magic, right? Space stuff doesn't. When you go, I got a spaceship, but the window's blue because the window's made of magic. It ain't the same. All right. Oh, damn it. Did I forget? Zircon. Madam Web was so stupid, that movie. Oh, Zircon, it was 3 for 3, you stupid toothless gimp. You ugly fucking dingus. Also, by the way, cockbag, since I'm talking to you right now, fucking fix the goddamn Minecraft server, you bastard. I fucking log in and there's a million items on the ground and my computer just starts spazzing out. So fucking clean all the ground. Clean the ground. Do something worthwhile once in your life when you're not fucking making your own custom pizzas in your stupid little pizza ovens and making a little bit more dough to put around your dick and have the saddest fucking pig in a blanket because that thing's so small it couldn't even be called a fucking piglet. Fuck you, Zircon. All that shit about the shit about the stuff on the ground in Minecraft is true. I tried to log in, and there's so much crap on the ground around my base. I don't know who did it or how it happened, but you gotta delete all the stuff laying on the ground, or I can't play anymore. Shorio, you heard Edge of Eternities isn't a hat set. I mean, you're right. They didn't just take pre-existing stuff and cram hats on it. I mean, Tezzeret is shunted in there, but it is its own thing, you know? Doomblade, bad news, bitch. There's worlds where everybody has magic. So your whole like, well, actually, Chakra's energy is on, and like everybody has it, but magic is selective. Nuh-uh. Ever heard of Xanth, you fucking normal person? Because I'm not going to insult you because you didn't get one yet on the wheel. Okay, Zircon's been insulted. And that means Alan, who was probably 20 minutes ago, been waiting for his turn. Let's go, Alan! Oh, another Edge of Eternities pack. All right, so that was Alan. Next up is Double Nathan, followed by Doomblade. Let's go. Bop, 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 bop. Whee! Nathan number 1. Okay, another Eternities pack. So we got 2 Eternity packs. Spin for Nathan again. Wah! Number 2. Edge of Eternities. Okay, and Doomblade. Edge of Eternities again. Okay. All right. So every spin but Zircon's was Edge of Eternities, right? So 1 for Alan, 2 for Nathan, and 1 for Doomblade. 4. We got 4. That's 4. Hey guys, that's 4. It was 4, right? 4 packs of Edge back to back. Oh! Every pack you crack with me takes me 1 step closer to the edge. So stupid. Botanic Super Chat says, dies to removal, dies to edging. Well, let's see what your spin says, buddy. How many Eldrazi are in the new set? 1. Edge of Eternities again. Bam. 5. We got the whole fist. Just the way your mother likes it. Okay. Let's switch it up. There's a couple cards I want to talk about in particular if we actually end up seeing them in packs. They're commons or uncommons too, so we've got a decent chance. Teferi, not hats, leftover Infinity. Agreed. Tell me that fucking Sammy artwork isn't from Infinity, bro. Starfighter Pilot. Good lord. This really feels divergent from Magic, man. A white and a 1/2/2. When it becomes tapped, surveil 1. Bright Star 1 to Flight Comm. Scopes are clear. The stars are yours. All right. I'm not going to do much of that, but I had to do a bit. Ice Cave Crasher. A green and 3, 4/4 trample. And whenever a land you control enters, it gets +1/+0. It's okay. It's okay. But whatever. Obviously, limited garbage. Orbital Plunge. A red and 3. It deals 6 damage to our creature. If excess damage was dealt this way, create a lander token. Huh. All right. So I guess this is just like a spaceship coming in from outer space and cleaving somebody in half before crashing into the Earth. And if they didn't have enough toughness that it completely destroyed, like if this thing would just fly through a 2/2 like it's nothing. So if you have excess damage, then the lander survives intact because it didn't die on impact kind of thing. I can see the flavor concept behind it, even if it isn't my particular cup of tea. All right, we got Beam Saw Prospector. A black and 1, 2/1. When it dies, create a lander. That seems really solid for like a limited whatever common, right? 2 mana for a 2/1 body, and then when it goes, you're going to get something that grabs your lands and also counts as an artifact token. Not too shabby. Ilvoy Galeblade. 1 blue, 1/1 flash, flying 2. Sack this creature, draw a card. Damn, man. Yo. Hands up if you remember Flying Men from Arabian Nights and what a big deal they were, right? I remember people being like, nah, man, I'm not trading you my Flying Men. You can't have them. And it's just like, this is just a blue scrib sprite, son. Flying Men were 1 blue for a 1/1 with flyer. Flying. This is flash as well. And 2, sack it, draw a card. Like, bro, that's amazing. You can pop it out as a surprise blocker. Boop. Oh, and sack it to draw a card too after you chump some big boy. This is really solid. Night Luminary. What are they pouring butter on his head? What are they doing? Are they pouring butter on his head? Is he popcorn? 1 white and 3, 3/2. When he enters, create a 1/1 white human soldier. That's what happens when I enter. Warp for a white and 1. 3/2. I thank you that I don't shine alone. They are pouring oil on him. They're greasing him up so he's all shiny, bro. Radiant Strike. A white and 3. Yikes. Instant. Destroy target artifact or tapped creature. You gain 3 life. Huh. Interesting. Terrible, but interesting. Like you say, he's basking. I was out with Carly today, and she's like, check it out, that moth is basking, look. And then she immediately went down and poked it. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you poking that moth? Imagine you just wanted to lay down and take a break, and some giant came up and jabbed you with his big fat fingers. Stop it. Stop it. Gianni looks like Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy! What did the 5 fingers say to the face? The milk's gone bad, Murphy. What up, Larry? What up, Piper? Butter. Yeah, butter is bald tip, bro. A blue and 1 for Desculpting Blast. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand at instant speed. If it was attacking, make a 1/1 drone with flying, and this token can block only creatures with flying. Wow. Just 2 mana. Oh yeah, by the way, if it happened to bounce an attacking creature, just get a 1/1. That's good. Close Encounter. 1 green and 1. Instant. As an additional cost to cast a spell, choose a creature you control or a warped creature you own in exile. Close Encounter deals damage equal to the power of chosen creature or card to target creature. Yo, I mean, it says warped, right? And Wizards printing is so bad that cards end up warped. So do you guys think that we can count that? We got Territorial Brunter. Territorial Grunter. 2 red and 4, 6/6 reach. Whenever a land you control enters, exile cards from the top of your library into exile non-land card, you can cast that card this turn. This is going to be obnoxious to face off against in limited formats, bro. Right? This thing's going to come down to be a house. 6/6 reach, so it can block whatever, and every time you're playing a land, it's going to guarantee you a spell to cast, because it's going to exile all, like, until you hit a non-land. So it's going to get rid of your land, so you don't need to hit land drops anymore, extra, basically. It's going to, you'll still hit them sometimes to play cards for this, right? But when you play the land, each time you play a land, you're guaranteed an actual useful spell, right? So that is pretty wild. And if you already have 6 mana, the fact that it's exile lands isn't going to be a big negative impact. Tragic Trajectory. That is a great name. 1 black sorcery. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn at sorcery speed. That creature gets -10/-10 until end of turn instead if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell is warped. Wow. Okay. 1 black to give -10/-10. This is given Tragic Slip vibes, right? Tragic Trajectory. That must be the callback that they're going for. Hey, what up, Thompson? How you doing, bro? That's cool. It's pretty wild, too, the smashed helmet. Oh, Pinnacle Star Cage. It's a Dyson sphere, right? 2 white and 1. When it enters, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less until this leaves the battlefield. And 2 white and 6. Put each card exiled with this artifact into its owner's graveyard. Then create a 2/2 colorless robot creature. For each card put into a graveyard this way, sack the cage. Like, bro. Strong. Very strong. Very strong card. And a Dyson Sphere is a really cool concept. The idea of encasing a full-on star like our sun in solar panels so you can harvest all of its energy, that's really cool. Monoist Sentry. 1 black for a 4/1. It's got Defender. 1 black for a 4/1 with Defender, bro. You guys remember Kaldroran Dead? 1 black for a 3/1. You have to sack a creature when it comes out, but it also regenerates for a black. We got a Forest. Oh, what the hell? That's crazy looking. It's like, and we got a goofy looking robot. We got 2 goofy looking robots. 2 goofy looking robots. Doomblade, you're surprised that I know what a Dyson Sphere was? Well, guess what? I didn't before the set came along. I had no idea. So I only know because I learned in passing. I'm good at passing off information that I've just learned as information I've had for a long time. All right. We got more packs to crack because that was 1 of 5. So this is 2 of 5. Let's go. Jess, oh yeah? The James Webb Space Telescope has shown evidence of Dyson Spheres in the universe already? Totally. Somebody's totally gone out there and built solar panels around suns. And we've totally seen that from Earth. And it's caused no reaction from anybody, really. But that absolutely, really totally happened and isn't something that you just made up. Well, you didn't make it up because you don't make things up. You hear things that other people have made up and believe them. But no, they haven't found remnants of fucking Dyson Spheres out in the universe, bro. That would be very, 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 very big news. Like, holy shit, guys, concrete evidence of alien life. Their fucking technology. We can see it, bro. They left a fucking scooter. Like, if they just left an alien scooter in space and you just pointed to, holy shit, check it out. It's a Zeep Zoop scooter, bro. It's got places for like 6 legs and stuff. We didn't send that up there, right? So, anyways. Oh, it's Oily Head. Bloomin' Stinger, a green and 1, 2/2 Death Touch. When it enters, another target creature you control gains Death Touch till end of turn. I'm so old. I remember Grizzly Bear and loving Grizzly Bear. 1 green and 1, 2/2, no abilities. Yeah, get him, Grizzly Bear, chase him up the tree. And now it's like, yo, I've got Death Touch, and I give another guy Death Touch. Bonkers. Just bonkers. Just they had a planet, had city lights going on the dark side? Absolutely, bro. 100%. 100%. Salt, there's a whole dark area in space. It's all dark. It's always night in space, Ben. Did nobody tell you? It's never daytime, bro. There's no daytime up there. It's always dark, just like Cisco in Deep Space Nine, floating in the void. All right, what do we got next? Frontline War Rager. A red and 2/2/3. Beginning your end step, if you control 2 or more tap creatures, put a +1 on him. Ah, he sucks. Insatiable Skittermaw. Black and 2/2/2 menace. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped, put a +1/+1 on this dude. All right. That could be trouble over time. Drewby's membership messages, evening perp. Hope the weather's been better for you than it was for me this summer. Stay tragically hip, brother. Well, the weather has been awful, buddy. But it's funny you bring up the tragically hip because I literally saw this awesome commemorative thing at Sunrise Records today for the tragically hip that had like a bunch of DVDs and cool posters and shit. And I was like, this is awesome. But it was also $180. So I was like, this is awesome. Looks good on the shelf. Anyways, I'm leaving now. All right. Next up, we got Starbreach Whale. That's what I call my dong. 1 blue and 4, 3/5 flying. When it enters, surveil 2, and it's got a warp for a blue and 1. That's fine. Mechanozoa. 2 blue and 4, 5/5. When it enters, tap target artifact or creature opponent controls and put a stun count, right? Warp for a blue and 2. That's okay. That one's all right. Thawbringer. Green and 2, 4/2. When it enters or dies, surveil 1. Okay. Whatever. Seam Rip. 1 white enchantment. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls of mana value 2 or less until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Did they not make one like this? Oh, is it only creatures? Don't they have one like this for one of the D&D sets or something like that for 1 white that does something similar? The artwork's pretty funky. I do not know what the hell's going on there. It's a knight with a battle axe and magic swirling around. Like, this doesn't feel at all like a space card. This feels like something they had kicking around and went, you know what? You can't really tell what's going on. That counts as space. Shove it in. Cerebral Download. Ugh, God. 1 blue and 4 instant. Surveil X, where X is the number of artifacts you control, then draw 3 cards. Okay. Hilderblade. 1 black. Equip creature gets +3/+1. Beginning your end step, if a non-land permanent, it's got Void. And when you meet Void, you attach the equipment to target creature you control. And it equips for 4. Meh. Larry, you're going to Toronto for the face-to-face event tomorrow? Nice. Have a good time. Say hello to my buddy Double Strike when you're there, bro. Roving Actuator. 1 red and 3, 3/4 robot. When it enters, if a non-land permanent... it's got Void. So when you meet Void, exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard. Copy it. You may cast a copy for free. That's okay. That's all right. You can get a free spell off his back. Oh, we got the Esteli Reclaimer. That's cool, but that's not the big angel. Just the artwork's awesome. 2 white and 3, 5/4 flying. When it enters, return target non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this creature. It's all right. I mean, it literally will bring stuff back from the graveyard. It's not too shabby. The artwork's awesome. This space angel looks dope, for real. The celestial angel leading warriors into battle. That's cool. I can get down with that. Pulsar Squadron Ace. 1 white and 2. Or no, 1 white and 1. 1/2. When it enters, look at the top 5 of your library. You can reveal a spacecraft, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card in your hand into your hand this way, it gets a +1/+1. Then we got an island. Looks pretty cool. And a lander/robot token. Smack it the camera. We still got 3 packs to go, guys. Truby, the set feels like a flavor fail. The game's magic, not sci-fi, the spacening. I feel you, bro. I feel you. If you're somebody who likes high fantasy like me, then it really feels very strange to have, like, brace for impact, coming in, orbital launch, and all that kind of stuff, right? Pretty much. Zero, you can't wait to get to Laurel and help, hopefully, out of whatever period this is. Fair enough, man. 1 blue and 1. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If they do, create a lander token. Counter, and either you counter or you get a lander token. All right. All right. Have a good one, Salty. See you later, bro. Banishing Light. Well, you know, that's been printed a million times. 1 white and 2 enchantment. When it enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until the enchantment's gone. Stygian Demon, you are sentenced to 10 cycles of illumination. Ugh. That's so stupid. Sammy's Curiosity. 1 green sorcery. You gain 2 life, create a lander token. Okay, so I mean, it's almost the equivalent of a green spell that's like pay 1 green into search your library for land, put it into play, gain 2 life. Put it into play tapped, right? Same kind of difference. Hey, what up, Bob? How's it going, DB? They're going to blind him with an industrial flashlight. Slag, Drill, Scrappa. Sack another artifact or land. Draw a card. That'll be fine and limited, right? Let you get rid of stuff you don't need, get stuff you do. Decode Transmissions. Ooh, don't like that name. 1 black and 2 sorcery. Draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Void. Instead, you draw 2 cards and each opponent loses 2 life. Well, I do like what it does on the Void side. That's pretty good. We saw you. Oh, cool. We got one of the old style, like, book covers, right? They did old style book covers that are supposed to look like science fiction novels or whatever. And this Burgeoning's actually pretty strong. Costs 1 green and it's enchantment that says whenever your opponent plays a land, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. So, a solid card and a nice include in the pack. All right, we saw you already. Virulent Silencer. 3 cost, 2/3 artifact robot assassin. Whenever a non-token artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. This is the only card in the set that gives poison counters, I think. I haven't seen everything, but I'm pretty sure. All right, and we got Scavenger Grounds. So weird seeing snake skeletons in space, man. If it wasn't Magic the Gathering, I'd be like, yo, it's crazy. Singularity Rupture. 2 black, a blue, and 3. Sorcery. Destroy all creatures, then any number of target players each mill after library rounded down. Just a wrath that mills anybody you want. It's so stupid. That's so dumb. Oh my god. Scrounge for Eternity. A black and 2. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sack an artifact or creature. Return target creature spacecraft with mana value 5 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield and create a lander. Then we got a Plains, and we got a different lander token, and that same goofy-looking robot. Pyro, what's up, man? You read a book about a planet with 7 suns? They used a magnifying glass to execute people? That's wild, bro. That's wild. Okay, next up, what do we got? We got a Comet Crawler, a black and 2, 2/3 lifelink. Whenever it attacks, you can sack another creature artifact. If you do, it gets +2/+0 on turn. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, I guess this exists to feed, like, munitions or useless lander tokens too, but damn, man. Wah. Sinister Cryologist. A blue and 2, 2/3. When it enters, target creature and opponent controls, it gets -3 power to land a turn, and it warps for a blue. Whatever. Auxiliary Boosters. A white and 4. When it enters, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token and attaches equipment to it. It gives +1/+2 in flying, and it equips for 3. Okay, then. Doesn't really excite me. Diplomatic Relations. A green and 2. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains vigilance until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. So, You know what's crazy about this card? And this was just pointed out to me today. I didn't notice it. This isn't like your normal, like bite style card, right? Where you get to have one of your guys bite your opponent's creature. Bam. Because look at this. Target creature, not target creature you control. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains vigilance on the turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature opponent controls. So you could pay 1 green and 2, and you could target your opponent's creature and then target it again. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, let's say you have a 5/5 out. I play this on your 5/5 as the target creature. So now it gets +1/+0. It's a 6/5 and gets vigilance. And then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. So if it's your creature, I can go, I'll boost him up, and now he deals damage to himself. Or I can have him smash one of your other guys. I can have somebody else's guy smash somebody else's guy. So it feels like this was actually a mistake. I don't know if this is a templating error and Wizards of the Coast didn't realize it. I don't know if it is an error, if they're actually going to errata or to leave it the same. The fact that it costs 3 mana, I mean, power creep has gotten right up there. So this actually could be the intended concept, but I don't know. I don't know. This is one of the 2 cards that I wanted to talk about. I don't know if actually we saw the other card now that I think about it. It might. No, I don't think we did. I don't think that we did. Anyways, let's continue. Cavern Skywarder. Red and 4, 4/5 reach. Void, it gets +1/+1 counter. Piper, you think the set looks boring? Yeah, it's gonna be a mixed bag for people, right? That's right, Austin. It's essentially just straight up green removal. You don't even have to have a creature out. It's the first fight spell that doesn't, or bite spell, that doesn't require you to either have a creature on the table or in your hand. Because there are some bite spells that will do it based off a creature in your hand. And there are some bite spells that are do off a creature in play. But up until now, there have been no bite spells that could do it with you not having a creature anywhere. You don't even need creatures in your deck to play that bite spell. So that's different. And I think that it's probably an accident. And I don't think they'll change it because it won't matter enough to them. You know? I don't think it's going to like ruin limited to the point. And it's not like, it's not strong enough. It's not strong enough to like make an impact in any kind of format, really, is it? So they're probably just going to leave it. What do we got next? Depressurize. A black and 1 instant. Target creature gets -3/-0 till end of turn. Then if that creature's power is 0 or less, destroy it. Some interesting wording on that. And the artwork is pretty wild. That is an unfortunate way to go. The posturing, the thrown back head, all of it. It's pretty intense. And you know what's fun is this feels like it's a nod to the old Terror artwork, right? I mean, look at the positioning of the individual. In the original Terror, you had the person who was being terrorized in the one corner. It even has the same casting cost. So I don't know if this is an intentional nod to Terror, to the card Terror, but there's a fun connection for me either way, right? Carly, it is horrifying. All right, then we got Systems Override. We already saw that. Gigastorm Titan, a blue and 4, 4/4, but it costs 3 less to cast if you cast another spell this turn. You can just cast them for 2 if you cast another spell. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, bro. Lashwood, we saw you. Oh, we got an Eldrazi Temple. See, there's some of these have the little spaceship literally covering the text, and people do not like that. Rust Harvester. 1 red, 1/1 menace, 2 and tap, exile an artifact card from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 on this creature, then it deals damage equal to its power to any target. That's pretty strong. Rust Harvester seems crazy. I don't know what the hell this artwork is. Like, this feels like artwork they had just kicking around and said, hey, there you go. He's the Rust Harvester. That's what he is. Just use it. Like, what? This artwork is wild. Edge Rover. 1 green, 2/2 reach. When it dies, each player creates a lander token. I don't want to give you landers. I don't like that. It is, actually, never mind. It's 1 green for a 2/2 with reach and we both get a lander? Fuck that. I would totally play that. Are you kidding me? It's a fucking 2/2 for 1 with reach? What the fuck, man? Okay. All right. Crazy. Let's roll on into the next one. Doomblade, what's a card that made me literally do a double take? Like half the things, oh shit, we got a fucking serious crimp in this pack, bro. God damn. Look at that. Look at that fucking crimp, man. Damn, son. Oh shit, yeah, it's on a common. Nice. That makes this fucking worthless. It doesn't matter. Sweet. Oh, crimps are my favorite kind of misprint, bro. You can even hear them. Hear that? It's the sound of a crimp, baby. It's the sound of a crimp. All right. Hopefully nothing else in the pack is crimped. Well, hopefully not the rare or anything, right? I want this stuff to be sellable for this game store owner who owns all this stuff. This wasn't going to sell anyways. Some random fucking common like this would basically just be garbage anyhow. So that works. That works. All right, we got the Crasher. We got the Plunge. We got the Beam Saw. Gale Blade. Pinnacle. Here's one we haven't seen yet. Lost in Space. A blue and 3 instant. Target artifact or creature's owner puts it on the choice of their top or bottom of the library. Surveil 1. All right. It's okay. Meltstrider's Resolve. 1 green enchant creature you control. When it enters, enchanted creature fights up to 1 target creature opponent controls. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 and can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Wow. Okay, so this is like just straight up better than that Briar Armor stuff that they made back in the Theros Beyond Death. Crawfish, what's up, bro? Faller's Faithful. A black and 2, 3/1. When it enters, destroy up to 1 other target creature. If that creature wasn't dealt damage this turn, its controller draws 2 cards. Huh. All right. Some interesting tension and something you can just use on your own side if you want to draw cards. Can't target itself, though. Station Monitor. A blue and a white, 2/2, Lizard Artificer. When you cast your second spell each turn, make a 1/1 drone that can't block flyers, but does have flying. Or can only block flyers. Never mind. Reroute Systems. 1 white instant, choose 1. Target artifact or creature gains indestructible till end of turn, or it deals 2 damage to target tapped creature. That's fine. Fine little trick. 0 Point Ballad. A black and X. Destroy all creatures with toughness X or less. You lose X life. If X is 6 or more, return a creature card put into a graveyard this way into the battlefield under your control. You can even take one of your opponent's creatures. Grass. Plasma Bolt. 1 red sorcery, 2 damage to any target. Void, 3 damage instead. Okay. Pretty standard burn. Foil Swamp. And a robot / sliver token. All right, so the only crimp in that pack was that one little common. So that's good. I'm glad to see that it didn't impact anything of value. All right, so that was pack 3 of 5, right? So we still have 2 more to go. What up, Rue? How you doing? Lewis, get it graded. Why? Why would you get a crimp graded? Nebula Dragon. What the hell? This artwork is so weird. It's like a Japanese... They just took some Kamigawa Dragon and slapped space behind it. That's what they did. 1 red and 6, 4/4 flying. When it enters, it deals 3 damage to any target. Ziria, yeah, no, I know. There's a misprint collector group that I'm a part of where they collect stuff like that. But no, this crimp. Crimps are the only kind of misprint that I have any interest in anymore. All the other stuff happens way too frequently. Crimps are still interesting to me. So they're the only kind of misprint that I'll hang on to. So I'll ask the game store owner, when I bring him the cards, I'll be like, do you care about this crimped common? And he'll be like, no, why are you wasting my fucking time? You know what I mean? And then I'm just like, you can have it. You can have it when the set comes out, kind of deal. Because this is early access, so I gotta wait. Isn't that Aho the Dawn Dragon? I know, right? Like, it's a Kamigawa Dragon. This has gotta be repurposed artwork, man. See you later, True. Grav Kill. 1 black and 3 instant. Exile target creature or spacecraft. Okay. Pretty funky artwork. Self-Craft Mechan. A blue and 3, 3/4. When it enters, you can sack an artifact. If you do, put a +1/+1 on a creature and draw a card. Focus Fire. 1 white instant. X damage your target attacking or blocking creature, where X is 2 plus the number of creatures and or spacecraft you control. Drix Fate Maker. That's a cool name. 1 green and 3, 3/2. When it enters, put a +1/+1 on target creature. Each creature you control with the +1/+1 as trample, and it warps for a green and 1. Well, that's pretty underwhelming, isn't it? Lost in Space. We've seen you. Temporal Intervention. Now there's something that could easily... I mean, that feels like a blue spell, doesn't it? 1 black and 2 sorcery. It costs 2 less to cast for Void. A target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it, and they discard that card. That's okay. That's all right. Rayblade Trooper. A white and 2, 2/2. When it enters, put a +1/+1 on target creature you control. Whenever non-token creature you control with a +1 on it dies, create a 1/1 white human soldier, and it warps for a white and 1. Vanguard Trooper. A red and 4, 5/5. Beginning your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, you can discard your hand if you do draw 2 cards. Ew. Yo, in limited, that's going to be gross. That's going to be gross. Caesarian Dirgecraft. A black and 4, 4/3. When this spacecraft enters, each opponent sacks a non-token creature. Hemosymbic Might. 1 green, 1/1. Whenever it becomes tapped, another target creature you control gets +X/+X till end of turn, where X is this creature's power. All right, that's not too bad. I mean, you find ways to boost him up. That's not going to be too shabby at all. Oh, Famished World Sire! This fat daddy is gross as hell. 3 green and 5. 0/0, ward 3, devour land 3. So when it enters, you can sack any number of lands. For each land you sack that way, you put 3 +1/+1 counters on this dude. And when he enters, you look at the top X card of your library, where X is his power, and putting a number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So let's just say you have the 8 lands to cast this guy, right? You pay 8, you put him out, you can sack those 8 lands, boom. That's devour 3. So you take that 8, times it by 3, you got 24 counters on this guy. And when he enters, he goes, my power is 24. Look at the top 24 cards of your deck and put any number of lands in there. Bam, 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 straight into play. Like, he is just disgusting. Just gross. Fungal Colossus. A green and 6, 5/5. Costs X less to cast, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. Huh. Okay. Foil Forest and there's 3 different lander tokens we've seen now, and 2 different kinds of drones. Hey, it's Mom from Mom's Friendly Robots. What up, JH? All right, we still got another pack to crack, so let's do that. Let us continue our journey through space. Sinister Cryologist. Oh, we already saw this guy. Saw you. Biosynthetic Burst. A green and 1 instant. Put a +1/+1 on target creature you control. It gains reach, trample, indestructible time to turn untap it. God. Good Lord. Oh, it's so dumb. Reach, trample, indestructible, untap, +1/+1. Why not? Why not? God. Just a common. Plasma Bolt. Hull Carver. A black for a 1/1 with Death Touch. That's solid. Red Tiger Mechan. A red and 3, 3/3 haste, and it warps for a red and 1. Oh. Well, the fact that it has haste, that's a little beef boy. That's a little beef boy. Swarm Color. A black and 3, 2/4 flyer. When it becomes tapped, you can sack another creature artifact if you do draw a card. Yeah. In limited, just swinging in with it, sacking your little dong boys, no problem. Memorial Team Leader. A red and 3, 4/3. During your turn, other creatures you control get +1/+0, and warp for a red and 1. I like the fact that it's not just when attacking. You know, that it gives a plus bow. The +1 power bonus isn't specifically tied into combat. I do like that. Atmospheric Greenhouse. A green and 4, 5/4. When it enters, put a +1/+1 on each of your guys, And when it gets to station 8, it's flying in trample. Huh. Well, that's got to be easy to station when you beef up all your guys, right? Mightstone effect, but only on your stuff, Gabriel. Lightless Evangel. A black and 1, 2/2. Whenever you sack another creature artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Yeah, this guy screams combo-rific, right? Just having an infinite sack combo and putting him in. Oh, look, here we go. Infinite +1/+1s. Of course, there are better combos, but still, that's pretty strong. He looks so goofy, though. Small little face and that weird big body. Atomic Microsizer. Oh, Ant-Man. 1 blue, equipped creature gets +1/+0. Whenever equipped creature attacks, choose up to 1 target creature. That creature can't be blocked this turn and has base power and toughness 1/1 till end of turn. And it equips for 2. So you can literally choose to have your guy become unblockable if you want, or you can shrink your opponents down into little dongle boys, right? Millmaster, no you don't. No you don't. It has limits. All right, we got Weft Walking. 2 blue and 4 enchantment. When it enters, if you cast it, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. The first spell each player casts during each of their turns may be cast without paying its mana cost. Why would I want to let my opponents play spells for free? Oh, because I can cast spells for free during your turn to encounter them and mess them up. That's why. Oh, this is a dickhead card. Habanero, what's up, buddy? Is green the most powerful color in Magic now? I don't know if it's 100% the most powerful color, but it went from being the bottom of the pack back in the old days when green was always the worst. It moved up. At one point, it felt like it was absolutely... Around the Throne of Eldraine days, when they really started leaning into green with Great Henge, with Questing Beast and stuff, they went too hard with green because what happened was they did... You know what? Let's just finish the pack and we'll talk about that. Embrace Oblivion. 1 black sorcery. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sack an artifact or creature. Destroy target creature or spacecraft. Yo, 1 black. I'm gonna finger my hole. This is the end for you. Oh, wow. That looks pretty solid, actually. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And then we got a 4th variation of Lander. Okay, I wonder how many there are. So yeah, in terms of the green power stuff, it basically went like this. Wizards of the Coast went, yo, what color do noobs play the most often? Oh, fuck, it's green? Okay, then. Let's amp up green because it ain't strong enough. And since everybody starts with green, make green more powerful than the other colors so the new players have a good time. That's it, basically. Power creep plus wanting to appeal to the Nubans, you know? Yeah, there's definitely some interesting cards in here, and there's obviously some other stuff that really doesn't speak to me particularly, you know? Loot's not in this set. Nathan, so Fionavar. Oh, bro, yeah, man. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Anybody who has not read the Fionavar Tapestry, if you like high fantasy novels, if you like this stuff, right? Like, for real, do yourself a favor. This is surprisingly good. I'm not going to give away massive spoilers or anything, but I will say the book does a good job of establishing things in a way that makes you feel like this is how it has to go. And then at the last minute, doing a bit of a rug pull in a fucking delightful way. And I literally don't want to say more than that because I don't want to spoil. Like, there's so much awesomeness in here. The Fionavar Tapestry it's criminally unknown as far as I'm concerned because nobody I knew has ever mentioned this in my life. I didn't know it existed. And they wrote it here in Canada. It's so good. Just got that tiny little bit left, man. Oh, Nathan, what? There's a sequel. Well, yes, then I must finish this, and I must finish it soon. Rue, no vroom vroom beep beep this time. Correct. Yeah, habanero, they lit green on fire. That's absolutely right. Kurt, what's my green screen status? Well, look right there, my friend. That is the green screen. And it is big and beautiful and honk boy. It is a big, it is about twice the size of my last green screen. And The coloration on it, magnifique. It works so well for its intended purpose. This is a straight up, if I'm gonna let you know a little secret. If I had known that I would end up with a better green screen like this one, I would have destroyed that one earlier. It had already taken damage up. Like, I kept it way longer than I should have. This one is way better. And that other one was made out of this like almost pockmarked fabric that is part of the reason that it gave and ripped apart. Whereas this thing's made with a full sheet, and I don't leave this up unless it, like, when I'm not using it. I always put it back down afterwards, so it's going to get the longest life possible, you know? Shorts, what are my thoughts on the Wheel of Time series that Amazon did? For real? Bitter disappointment. Bitter disappointment. That's how I would summarize that. Very bitter disappointment. Nathan, the Purple Crown XP thing is new. Yeah, they have added in like an XP system where you get experience for commenting, gifting, super chatting, all that kind of stuff. So they have their own in, like, it's similar to the Lord of the Board, but not the same as the Lord of the Board. You know what I mean? But yeah, Shorts, in terms of the Wheel of Time, it was, I went back through every single book before the series came out. I went through every book before the series came out because I was like, oh my God, they're doing a Wheel of Time series. I can't believe this. I'm so excited. I was introduced to the Wheel of Time like fucking 30 years ago by Double Strike. He's the one who introduced it to me. He's like, here, take this book. And I'd finish a book and he'd loan me the next one. And I read through the series, right? It wasn't finished then, but that's how I got introduced to it. So when the show was coming out, I was like, oh, I'm going to go through all the books. And I had Carly, my wife, sit down to watch it with me because she knew I was excited. I've been talking about this for months. And then, like, less than 10 minutes into the first show, she just turns to me and she goes, hey, why does this show hate men? Like, she literally just unprovoked asked me that. And I just looked at her and went, I don't know. Like, right at the beginning when they did the Egwene being thrown in the water, you're the queen of the fucking waters. And then she went to the fucking, the pub and everyone applauded for her. And then Rand looked like a little twink boy from, like, Riverdale or something. And you're like, what's happening? And then Matt's dad was a fucking villain? And you're like, why? And then they go, oh yeah, by the way, Perrin has a wife. Perrin has a wife? No, Fail is his wife. What are you talking about? That's such a huge thing. No, he already has a wife. Is it Fail? No, it's this frigid blacksmith. Sorry, what? Yeah, she's bigger and beefier than him, and she's the blacksmith, and he's like her little bitch. And what? Yeah, and also Lan is like the sex slave of Moraine. And you're like, what? And then the Trollocs invade, and 18 old ladies fight the Trollocs. They show old lady after old lady with pitchforks fighting the Trollocs. And I couldn't even be mad, man. I couldn't even be mad. It was so deranged. It was so stupid. The village has a bunch of able-bodied men. None of them are fighting the Trollocs. 90-year-old grandmas are fighting 7-foot-tall, 400-pound demonic goat men. Get the fuck out of town. If you put everybody in there, sure. Yeah, everybody's fighting for their life. But the show went out of its way. No, every dude sucks and is awful. And I just went, this is just a different spinning of the wheel, bro. That's it. This isn't my story. This isn't the story I know. Maybe other people will enjoy this. And I tried to watch the second episode, and I got 10 minutes in, and I was like, there's nothing here for me. I'm out. And that was it. Hey, Millmaster Super Chat says, all right, as you started the stream, my uncle showed up and said, our 75-year-old aunt who lives alone had the next door neighbor boy lock himself inside her house and start flogging her meat at her. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on. You're saying when I started the stream, your uncle showed up and said, you have your 75-year-old aunt who lives alone had her next year old neighbor boy lock himself inside her house and start talking. I hope she's okay. At that age, she's got to have seen a lot of them. What? Oh my God. Oh. Shorts, you were so mad and sad at the decisions. I couldn't even get into it, man. I couldn't even get into it. You know, like Double Strike, I was watching multiple seasons, and he's like, yeah, 95% of it's terrible, honestly. But the other 5% is good for me, and I enjoy it. And I'm like, I can respect that. I can respect it. I just like, here's the only way I would ever watch that series. If on Hatcher, the fated day comes where I'm like, I'm going to eviscerate the Wheel of Time series. I'm going to watch episode by episode, and I'm going to mock and deride this fucking garbage. It's amazing that you could take a series where women are already the most powerful people in the entire world. The Aes Sedai are the most powerful people in existence. They're magic wielders who make fucking lords dance to their whims. They force emperors to bow down. They seek out men who have magical powers and permanently remove those powers from those men. Women are de facto the most powerful individuals in this world by a large margin. So you already have the world you want. It's a matriarchy. It's run by women. They're in charge. Everybody defers to them. So they took that world and went, we gotta make some changes here. And so it's just like, what? Everything I take, I hate like men, and I put a lot of that in there. And it's like, you've already got that baked into a degree, though. No, but like, that just means I gotta add more. It's like, what is this garbage? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh my God. Oh, vandalism is like, it's too light a term, habanero. Serious, sounds like a fever dream. Really, honestly. It made me laugh because like as soon as the episode started, the first episode, I was like, don't react poorly. Let see how Carly feels about the show without being able to see any reaction from you. But like inside, I was like, one thing after another, I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. That Perrin already having a wife thing blew my mind. It literally blew my mind. I was like, Fael is such a huge thing. And their justification for it was, well, Perrin, a lot of Perrin's turmoil is like inner turmoil that he has in the book and whatever. And we wanted people to be able to like see that he's sad kind of deal. So we killed him. We gave him a wife and killed her right away. And it's like his wife didn't even like him, and she's the tough one, and he's a weak little bitch pining over his fucking dead wife. Like, what are you doing? It's like the show fucking resented that the Dragon Reborn was a dude, and that a bunch of the heroes are dudes, and they did everything they could to be like, nah, you got plenty of fucking powerful characters that are ladies in there too. You don't even need to do that shit. Moraine, super powerful individual, super strong will. Egwene, same fucking deal. She's a fucking child. The Aes Sedai, these ancient manipulators at the seat, the fucking heart of their power. This child is being used as a pawn, and she manages to manipulate her way into actual power, and it feels deserved. It makes fucking sense. It's proper. You don't need to add this extra shit. Egwene is a powerhouse in her own fucking right. It's a travesty, bro. It's a travesty. That's it. Nathan, Mystery Theater 3000 version, just the back of your head, and Carly's watching the show and commenting. All right, hold on. I got to spin for Millmaster. I got so caught up in the tugitude that I forgot the spin. He was 18 or 19. He's lived in that house off and on for 10 years. She called her caretakers, and they told her not to call the cops. Huh. What'd they tell him? What'd they tell her? Just let him finish? Get him up? All right, let's go. Botanic, the wheel of time. The wheel of time, bro. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, Peterson Perrin was the shyest of the three guys. How would he already have a wife? It's just, that was such an insane choice. Such an insane choice. Chim, you think they realized their mistake by season 3? Well, I left after episode 1 and a part of episode 2. So season 3 is way too late for me. If you're like, yo, I'm going to serve you a pretty good meal. Really? Yeah, but I'm going to shit in your mouth for 2 weeks first. No, but listen, I just need to shit in your mouth for a couple weeks so I can figure out what you like. And then I'll dump in your mouth less, bro. I'll put some cranberries in there too. How about go fuck yourself? How about no, right? I don't fucking think so. Did I actually fucking spin the wheel? I did, didn't it? It landed on MTG Edge, right? What? That guy's got a warrant? Oh! Okay. Now, see, that's no good. That's no good. They gotta get that guy. They gotta fucking imprison him. They got to imprison him. Botanic, you watched it twice, but some things didn't make sense the second time round, but the third time round it made sense. You haven't read the books. Right? That's all I can say. You haven't read the books. When people say read the books, they're better than the show. When it comes to Wheel of Time, read the books because the show isn't the books at all. At all. Imagine if the fucking Superman story was like, oh, the Superman's like fucking not even really in it. It would be almost that level. That's what it feels like. It's like, what the hell is this? What is this? Habanero, you're so glad you chose to read the books instead of watching the show. Bro, read all the books and then just so you can fully appreciate the depths of the stupidity of it, watch the first episode, knowing full well you're going to hate it, and then you can fucking just like mouth agape at how widely they went off the mark. It's incredible. It's incredible. Oh, The Seeker. Yeah, Botanic. I remember those ones. Who is that? Is that Good Kind? The authors tend to get mixed up. Okay, so let's actually crack the pack. Let's crack the pack. Oh, we should also open that mail that Longhair sent. Okay, so we got Melded Moxite, a red and 1 artifact. When it enters, you can discard a card if you do draw 2 cards. 3, sack this artifact, create a tap 2/2 robot. Beep. Doomblade, which one's worse, Rings of Power, Wheel of Time? Well, I've never seen Rings of Power, and I've heard terrible things about it. But, I think for Rings of Power to be worse than the Wheel of Time, they would have to basically redo the actual Lord of the Rings and have Gandalf be an ineffectual pussy and have, find some random hobbit lady who lived in the Shire and have her be a really important... it would just... For them to do what they've done to the Wheel, it's not the same comparison. This isn't a different story set off in the different side or whatever. But, yeah, they would have to make... whatever. I haven't seen Rings of Power, so I can't compare, but I'm going to say Wheel of Time is worse. I'm going to say Wheel of Time is worse. It feels very factually accurate. All right. What do we got? Let's find something we haven't seen yet. Did we see this? 1 red and 4, 4, 5. Void. Yeah, we saw this guy. Oh, here's something we haven't seen. Thaumaton Torpedo. Oh, God. 1 cast artifact, 6 tap, sack it, destroy target non-land permanent, cost 3 less to activate if you attacked with a spacecraft this turn. Alright. Scour for scrap. 1 blue and 3 instant. Choose 1 or both. Search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Or return target artifact from your graveyard to your... What the hell, man? That's really strong. That's really strong. Botanic Super Chat says, yeah, I only remember David Wong as an author of John Dies at the End. You just know, it's that's the one I know. That's the one I know. We're going to spin the wheel for you in a minute, buddy. Thanks for the Super Chat, son. Zappo, you getting yourself some counterintelligence action? Nice, bro. Blade of the Swarm, a black and 3, 3/1. When it enters, choose 1. Put 2 +1s on them, or put target exiled card with warp on the bottom of its owner's library. Huh. An answer to warp card your opponents have exiled? That's okay. That's okay. Al, what's up, buddy? Zappo, nope, I've never heard. Is that song actually about, is it actually about the books? Rings of Power is actually decent. Nathan, yeah, I don't know, man. The thing is with that stuff, I've only seen people ragging on it, right? People ragging on it for some of the same reasons they ragged on the Magic card stuff, which I absolutely get their complaints. But for me, the bigger glaring thing that made me not want to check it out was the writing, where there's some stupid lines like, you see, a rock doesn't look at the surface of the water. It doesn't look at the sky. That's why it sinks. Is that show? Because no fucking thank you. I don't need the writing of somebody who thinks they're fucking deep and are about as shallow as a fucking ketchup packet. You know? Like, it's ridiculous. All right, we got Wally. 3 cost 3/1. When he enters, exile each opponent's graveyard and create a lander token. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, we got Sammy the douchebag. Look at him with his stupid robots with stickers on it. You know why it's bent over his lap like that? Because he's installing a fucking butt plug. Because this guy's a clownish fucking goon. What? This is Unfinity art. Look at it. It's a fucking robot with stickers on it. It's a fucking robot with stickers on it. You're telling me that this isn't fucking Unfinity artwork. This is what they decided for their dark and gritty getting sucked into the fucking space void shit? This fucking clownish, ugly, goon, douchebag idiot who's got a stupid little sticker robot on his lap that he's giving spankings to and a cat. Look at this. Look at this crap. Stupid. This is the guy I'm supposed to get excited about in the story and follow? This fucking clownish goon? I don't think so. I don't think so. He looks like a fucking goof and he's making a stupid sticker robot. Like, I'd say he could eat my ass, but I guarantee you he'd fucking love it. So, garbage. Sunstar Chaplain. What the hell is wrong with his arm? Why? It's got a weird little baby arm. Look at this shit. Look at that arm. And look at this arm. What the fuck is going on? Is this his jacketed arm? Why is that arm so small? What the fuck? 1.132. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, put a +1/+1 on target creature you control. 2, remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature you control. Tap target artifact or creature. That's a rare? That's a rare? That don't even feel rare. That don't even feel rare, bro. I mean, I guess 2 mana for a 3/2. You get a +1/+1 each turn, and you can use it to tap stuff. I don't know. I guess I have to see it in action. Jess, yeah, the depth the arm is trying to show it's further away. I know, but look at it, bro. Look at it. Look at his fucking torso. Look at his arm. I get that they're going for it's supposed to be back like this, but I'm sorry. Even if it is back like that, he's got a little fucking baby arm, bro. He's got to spend time fucking jacking it with both arms. You know what I'm saying? He can't be righty-tighty all the time. He's got to go lefty-loosey sometimes on the old goosey. Because look at that shit. Look at how fucking small it is, man. And this is about +1/+1 counters. Does he put all the +1/+1 counters on his right arm and then he uses them to grab this fucking lady's tit? Like, what is this? Intrepid Tenderfoot. A green and 1, 2/2. 3 mana, put a +1/+1 on this guy. Activate only as a sorcery speed. Obviously only going to matter in limited. Oh, we got a Mootin. We got the Mootin. And then, no, we already saw this lander. And a robot. Okay, so. We still got to spin for Botanic now, right? So let's do that up. Oh, Botanic, you burnt out, crusty douchebag. You have won yourself an insult. Botanic Stone 90, more like Botanic Stone 0. See what I just did there, you dumb bastard? I took the 9 out of your name, and now you're a 0. That's a math joke, but you're not fucking smart enough to get it, so go find someone who has a brain. Beg them to spend a minute talking to you and explain that shit to you, you fucking goof. Botanic Stone, more like botanic gonads in the mouth. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty good. Also, your name starts with bot, so everything you say is invalid. You fucking bot. So, there you go. You put the ick in Botanic. So dumb. All right. Insult complete. I'm pleased with it. Where's that? Where'd I put the fucking letter from DJ Long here? I waved it around at him. It's right here. It's right here. Is he even still in here? Is he off making terrible music that no... Wait, I'm not supposed to insult him because it's not. He didn't roll an insult. He's fine. He's fine. Let's open it up. Let's see what he sent me after I berated him. I went on his birthday stream and he's like, you gotta give me fucking birthday smack talking. And I don't remember exactly what it was. I think he's like, you gotta smack talk me like 30-something times or whatever. And I'm like, 30-something times? Fuck you! And I did a couple, and then by the end of the stream, I had went past that. I probably insulted him at least 50 times. Thompson! Oh, Thompson Super Chat says, I'll go for a spin. Well, then you've just added a little more delay allure to this. I'm going to put this envelope down. We're going to go for a spin, and then we shall return to the envelope. Bum, 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 bum. Did I just fucking cut myself on the wheel, bro? Shit, I think I might have. Oh, Thompson, you fucking piece of shit. You landed on insult, man. Shit, I did. Hold on, I'm gonna go disinfect this shit. I ain't taking any chances. I'll be right back. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. All right, I'm back. I caught myself on the wheel, man. What the hell is that? Zappo, you're wrong, man. My little drum doesn't smell like propane, bro. You is wrong. So yeah, now where was I? Oh, that's right. That's right. Thompson, you fucking ugly dog fucker. You unloved sack of dog shit. Listen, Thompson, I know that I've called you a chud in the past, right? I know I've called you a chud in the past, but here's the thing. I actually got a letter of protest from the chuds. They contacted me and they said, please don't insult us by lumping that fucking thing called Thompson in with us. And I had to fucking write a letter of apology to the fucking chuds because of you, you fucking ugly dingus. You sub-chud? You chud-esque, but not chud enough? These are for you, dickhead. What's below a chud? Thompson, stupid. I thought that was obvious. Brent, even the wheel betrays me. None are loyal. The thing is, everybody wants some of my blood. They all want to taste. They all want to taste of my blood. Botanic, with how much you use Amazon, I would have a full-blown studio. Were you there? Every once in a while, somebody does some shopping on Amazon, and it'll just be like, whoa, somebody spent a bunch of money today. You know, it's like, you can tell. Because, like, some days it'll be like, your Amazon affiliate link made 12 cents. And then some days it'll be like, $20. Those are rare. But it's like, people must have bought a lot of stuff today. It must be a lot. Plaid says, just drop the mill in the sewer. That's it. Crawfish, you're glad you're late. You're awake late to watch the show. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. All right. So, back to the DJ long hairification. Let's see what he has sent out. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. He's got some squirrely girls. Oh, them squirrely girls. Techno squirrels. And then we got some magic cards here, too. He packaged them pretty well. We got a Wake Thrasher. He sent me some stuff from a cube. A blue and 2/1/1. Whenever a permanent you control becomes untapped, he gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Works great with your lands. Untap 5 lands. Give him +5/+5. And Gaddock Teague. Non-creature spells that cost 4 or more can't be cast. And non-creature spells with X can't be cast at all. And an Isochron Scepter. All awesome includes 2 cost, imprint. So when it enters the battlefield, you exile an instant that costs 2 or less. 2 and tap, you can copy the exiled card. Isochron Scepter is so broken. It's such a busted card, bro. It's so gross. So gross. So gross. Pop these back in here for now. DJ Longhair did a great job. In case you guys didn't know, he's the one who made my intro song as well. So I rag on him, but we're buddies. He's a good dude. I went on his birthday stream. Thompson Super Chat says, all right, let's try again. May play one of the Final Fantasy decks tomorrow. Nice, bro. Nice. Which one? Which one you doing? Oh, Botanic Stone Super Chat says, my last one for a while, but this one's for Crawfish. He's a roach clip now. All right. Crawfish. Let's go. Okay, so first, Thompson. Bump, 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 bump. Wait. Oh, I should probably switch so you guys can see the wheel, huh? Space Magic. So that's Age of Eternities. And then we go. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, yeah, by the way, Thompson, you know what, man? In the random category, you might recognize something. All right. So now, Botanic Crawfish. Whop. Habanero, I had one in my cube. I don't know where it went. Oh, well, Botanic, you gave the fucking insult to Crawfish. So Crawfish, you get it. Guess what? Crawfish, you're a crayfish. How's that make you feel? Now it's spelled with a Y. What are you going to do about you little bitch? You just been moved alphabetically. There's nothing you can do because you're a fucking crayfish. You're a crayfish and you're just down in the river and the Boy Scouts are going to put you in a fucking bucket and take you and throw you out in the dirt like you fucking deserve, bro, because you're a massive disappointment. You could never be a lobster. You'll never be surfing turf, all right? Take that, you fucking crayfish. Yeah, how you like that, you mollusk-husked fuck? Crayfish. Crayfish is the kind of guy. What he'll do is he flushes the toilet. And when he flushes the toilet, he leans forward over it so that fucking plume goes right into his face. You know how some, they're like, they call it, oh, this person likes to sniff their own farts. He takes it to the next level. Takes a big old dump, then flushes the toilet and leans his fucking head right over as it fucking flumes up. And he's like, science tells me it's here. I might not be able to see it, but I can fucking feel it, bro. I can feel it coating my skin. Okay, let's open the pack for Thompson. Oh, Thompson, Tara, you stole it. Tara. Do Tara, bro. Do Tara. Jess, you just wish you had my imagination, bro. If I was the one doing that, everyone would copy me. All right, Starport Security. Oh my God, look at it. God. 1 white, 1/1. 1 white robot soldier. 1 white and 3, tap it. Tap another target creature. This ability costs 2 less if you control a creature with a +1/+1 on it. Ugh. All right. Germinating worm. I got one of them. It's in my pants. Hey. Oh, let me put my germ in you with my worm. Let me put the germ in you with the worm. 1 green, 4, 5/5. When it enters, you gain 2 life. And it's got a warp for a green and 1. I'm going to warp my worm right in there, boy. A Cav Land Seeker. A red and 3, 4/3 menace. When it enters, create a lander token. Beginning of the end step on your next turn, sack that token. Huh. So you got to use that lander token right away before it explodes. Oh, finger the black hole. Cloud Sculpt Technician. That's actually a pretty cool name. A blue and 2, 1/4 flyer. As long as you control an artifact, it has +1/+0. Whoop-de-dup-de-doo. Jess, did Urza die? Yup, he sure did. Bright Spear Zealot. A white and 2, 2/4 vigilance. This creature gets +2 as long as you've cast 2 or more spells this turn. That is very limited, whatever. Drill 2 deep like I did with your mama. 1 red and 1. Choose 1. Put 5 charge counters on target space, craft, or planet you control, or destroy target artifact. All right, then. Broodguard Elite. 2 green and X. Comes in with X +1/+1 counters on it. When it leaves the battlefield, put its counters on target creature you control. Oh, and it's got warp green and X. That's actually decent. That's a decent warp ability. Some of the art looks like it was taken off the finger paint board in kindergarten. That's funny, Gianna. Sunstar Lightsmith. A white and 3. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on this guy and draw a card. I mean, it costs 4 mana, and it's not that like blow your socks off in terms of all the different cards that exist out there for getting something for casting a second like spell for 4 for a 3/3. But him growing and you drawing a card is pretty solid. It is pretty solid. Interceptor Mechan. Red, a black, and 2. 2/2. Flying. When it enters, return target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And it has Void as well. You put a +1/+1 on at the beginning of your end step. It's okay. Hymn of the Faller. We already saw it. Did we see Hymn of the Faller? Or am I thinking about this from the spoiler video? 1 black and 1. Surveil 1. Draw a card. Lose a life. But if you have Void, you actually get to draw a second card. No, I don't think we did see that. The Faller is an individual who's apparently like plummeting through a black hole, and once it gets to the other side of it, something's supposed to happen. But I don't know what. Artwork's pretty wild. Bioengineered Future. 2 green and 1 enchantment. When this enchantment enters, create a lander token. Each creature you control enters with an extra +1/+1 counter on it for each land that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Whoa, okay. Wow. That's got some real potential. That's pretty gross. That's pretty gross. Gravpack Monoist. A black and 2, 2/1. Oh, we saw this guy. A mountain, and oh, this is like, what, the 5th kind of lander we've seen? I wonder if they did a different lander for each different faction. That's probably exactly what they did, right? So, that my guess then is there's what? Are there just 5 factions? Looks like it. So, there must be 5 different lander types. That's kind of cool. Do the landers actually kind of match up with their symbols? I think they might, maybe, a little bit. Now I want to check that out. Let's grab another lander token. That one, maybe not. I mean, that one feels like it's like the seed for the insectile people. So, I don't know. This is kind of like this guy, isn't it? maybe hold on. Let's dig a bit deeper, boy. Okay, now we got one that looks like a star sideways. No, maybe not. Maybe that's just... Oh, wait, no. Star right there. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. All right. A lander for each faction. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Oh, color-coded maybe? Yeah, I mean, green for green. The purplish they use for black, that's a good theory, Gabriel. That's a good theory. Did Urza ever battle a god? I mean, Urza was more powerful than gods, bro. Like, the Planeswalkers back in Urza's day, and like the original Nicol Bolas and stuff like that, they were so far beyond gods, you can't even conceive of it. A god is like somebody who's limited to one world and has power there, whereas Planeswalkers, like, gods are just playthings to Planeswalkers. So, Urza was like a mad ultra god. Somebody way more powerful than a god with nobody to really fucking rein him in. And he was insane. The only thing that was all right about it was the fact that his ultimate goal was to eradicate the evil that was Phyrexia and try and bring his brother back. So, like, he did all kinds of crazy stuff. Urza was such an epic character, bro. Such an epic character. I can't believe there's like, I thought this was all of the story. I didn't know there was more afterwards. So that's exciting. I'm hyped on that, man. I am hyped on that. Oh shit, I didn't notice the time. It's about time to wrap it up, my friends. The last call. If anybody wants another spin, this is last call. And then we're getting on up out of here. We're going to edge on out for eternity. And I'm going to end up going and watching some more Battlestar Galactica. Because that is a very surprisingly solid show. I've been enjoying it. Those episodes that we talked about that weren't that good, we've moved past them, and we're getting back into mostly more smoother sailing. Fucking Baltar becoming the actual president when they know that he's been conspiring with the enemy. Wow! Crazy, crazy, crazy! Yes! That's all right, buddy. You might never figure out how to get it. You don't want to have a debt like that. Thompson, maybe I can start the Deathgate cycle. Bro, what do you think is sitting right here? What do you think? It literally goes Fionavar and the Deathgate cycle. They're about that far apart from each other. The books are sitting right here on my desk. Right here on my desk, big boy. Oh, Thompson, might as well spin. Let's do it, bro. Hey, Juggling getting in on a spin too. Let's go. Zircon, wait till season 3 and 4. We just finished season 2, bro. We just finished season 2. We're starting season 3 today. Oh, speaking of 3, I made the 3.5 pound loaf of bread with that fucking bread maker. Let me get the wheel spinning. I'll tell you, holy fucking shit. The double paddles on that bread maker, it's so good. It's so good. All right, we got insult for Thompson. And juggle him! Boy! Okay, so juggle him. We're gonna do Edge of Eternities. Thompson, we're gonna fucking insult you. Bo, did I do the letter? I did. If you missed it, here, let me show you, bro. It was full of magic cards. So Isochron, Gaddock Teague, Wake Thrasher, and then some funky long hair squirrels doing the techno. All right. So, Thompson, you are a fucking Rudabecca, bro. You have the intellect of an empty sneaker. Remember what I said about the whole leaning over the toilet and flushing to fucking watch it to get it in the face, bro? You like to watch that happen. You stand and watch other people do that, you fucking weirdo. Thompson should fall down a fucking well. That's what your name should be. That's what your middle name should be. I hope he falls down a bunch of. That's it. That's your new middle name. Thompson, I hope you fall down a bunch of wells. Or I hope he falls down a bunch of wells. Whatever. Whichever version you want to use that has you falling down the fucking well. All right? Nope, that works. That works. All right. I'm gonna crack open a pack now for Juglum and probably residually insult Thompson as I go along as well. Long hair! That's right, buddy! That Squirrels, thanks for the stuff you sent, my friend. I appreciate it. Oh, there's a munitions token. We're actually going to get to see one. Okay. Oh, Bloomin' Stinger with that touch. I wish it would sting Thompson. Right in his ball bag. A frontline war rager. Yeah, whatever. Insatiable Skittermaw. Star Breach Whale. Some of the shit my brain goes, Thompson should have been a breached birth. Okay. We've seen these. Dock Worker Drone. A white and 1/1/1 comes with a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies, put its counters on a creature you control. Okay. Uthro Scanship, a blue and 3. When it enters, draw 2 cards and discard a card. Station to 8 to make it a 4/4 flyer. Meh. Siege Ship Impact. A green and 1. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. If its mana value is 2 or less, make a lander token. That's a fine version of Naturalize. We saw you, Silencer. Oh, Stirring Wildwood. Okay. That's the special land. Not too shabby. Starwinder. 2 blue and 5, 7/7. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards, and it warps for a 2 blue and 2. When I saw the warp cost in this originally, I was like, well, that's no good because it can't attack and draw you cards. And then a bunch of people pointed out, you didn't read it right, buddy. It says whenever a creature you control deals combat damage. And I went, oh, that's a lot better. All right. Oh, shit, a fucking foil Sacred Foundry. Let me grab a sleeve for that. Oh, buddy who owns the store is going to be happy. He's going to be happy about that. Getting yourself a fucking Shockland foil? Not too shabbily dabbily. Thompson, you want to go for another spin? All right. Last spin of the stream. Thompson, let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, we're going to finish off with a final pack of Age of Eternities. That was a good score, man. Okay, what do we got? We got you. We've already seen you. We've already seen you. We've already seen you. We've already seen you. Wait, have we seen all the comments? Nope. Nutrient block. 1 cost artifact. It's food. It's indestructible. 2 and sack it to gain 3 life. When it's put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. That's funny. Space food that's so fucking awful and hard and not even a laser can cut it. All right. All Fate Scroll. 3 cost. Tap for a mana of any color. Oh, it's a mana rock. 7 tap. Sack it. Draw X cards where X is the number of differently named lands you control. That's solid for a mana rock. Use Social Engineering. 2 green and 3. Whenever a land you control enters, make a 2/2 robot, and it warps for a green and 1. Huh. Okay. Vote Out. This is the Among Us card. A black and 3 sorcery with Convoke. Destroy target creature. Nothing too exciting there. Litho Breaking. A red and 2. Create a lander token. Then you make sack an artifact. When you do, this deals 2 damage to each creature. Oh, it's a conditional pyroclasm. Okay. Extinguisher Battleship. 8 costs. When it enters, destroy target non-creature permanent. Then this deals 4 damage to each creature. And station 5 to make it a 10/10 flying trampler. Good God. What the hell, man? Okay. Sky Stinger. And then, oh, this forest looks pretty nice. I like that. And then we got a lander token. And check it out. Oh, wait. Where'd the oh, that was in the other one. Did we not look at it? Did we not look at I don't think we did. There we go. There's the munitions token. So, it has no ability other than when this token leaves the battlefield, it does 2 damage to any target. So you can't sack it or anything. Like, unless you have something else to get rid of it. All right, well, my friends, that ends this stream. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We've got more Edge of Eternities boosters, so we will continue the Crackitude. I imagine that we'll probably get together tomorrow for some Plinko action, right? So keep your eyes peeled for that. Thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. And yeah, I'm going down into the waters. Peace.